Austin City Limits Music Festival will expand to 2 weekends beginning next year.
The City Council approved expanding the event this morning, and that vote was unanimous. ACL Fest has been a great weekend for music lovers, but has become more troublesome for neighbors. Chris Sadeghi is live at Zilker Park with how the city hopes this change will make everyone happier. Chris?
Well, Shannon, this event keeps on getting bigger. If you come out here and listen to music, you're often shoulder to shoulder with people. That's if you're lucky enough to find a parking spot. A lot of times people end up parking in someone's front yard, and getting bigger could be a bigger headache, or it could be the cure. Life is good in the beautiful Bolden Creek neighborhood, 51 weekends a year, and then there's that one weekend.
Sometimes I got to pull my car out about 2-3 feet out into the street so they don't block my driveway, because they do that all the time.
Joe Gannon stays holed up in his house during ACL Fest when cars invade his space and there's nary an officer around to help. And next year, Joe's got to block off a few more days on the calendar.
Having 2 weekends back-to-back with the same acts pretty much will give people choices of which weekend, but also help to maybe lighten the load and balance it out a little better.
Get ready for 2013. 2 back-to-back weekends of ACL Fest, but there's a hitch. 90% of the musicians will be the exact same weekend to weekend. That might help people like Joe and the neighborhood associations that have the same problem.
Too many cars and not enough places to put them.
If the acts are the same, the idea is fans will pick just one weekend, spreading the enormous crowds out over time. The production company for ACL Fest, C3, wanted to get everything official so they can start trying to find big acts who are willing to stay a while.
To be able to be successful in bringing acts that would stay the 2 back-to-back weekends, they needed to start, now.
And a second weekend is estimated to bring in well over $1 million to help city parks. So a second weekend could lessen the crowds, double the pleasure, double the fun, or
it's double the trouble and just another big lie, no big deal. It's going to be the same thing both weekends.
So the Parks Department says we'll wait and see how the dynamics and everything work in 2013, but they're approaching this like it will be a permanent change from now on. We're live at Zilker Park. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN News.
All right, Chris, thank you. A very busy day today for the Austin City Council. Members voted to approve $1 million to shore up Shoal Creek. That money would repair damage from erosion and stabilize the shoreline where the creek runs into Lady Bird Lake. The council also approved $3 million to repair the bypass tunnel and the downstream dam at Barton Springs Pool. That work would close the pool for close to 4 months. Also, they gave the go-ahead to change speed limits on Convict Hill Road in South Austin. That will be divided into 3 zones. The limit will be 35 miles an hour on each end of the road and 40 in the middle where it crosses under Mopac.